Noah here from American Muscle. We're looking at the full race precision bolt-on turbo upgrade fitting the 2015 and newer Mustang EcoBoost. Now if you're looking to turn up the boost on your Mustang and really make some horsepower, then you should seriously consider this turbo as an upgrade option. To start off my take on this, I really think this is the go-to turbo setup for the EcoBoost. Now everything about this turbo is designed to work very well with an EcoBoost, and this is just about as efficient as a setup as you can get in terms of proper sizing for a smaller displacement motor. Now a few key things to note about why this turbo is so great for this application. Firstly, it's stock frame fitment. That means it's going to bolt up where the old one was. It doesn't need different downpipe flanges or different manifold flange adapters or anything like that. Second is that the inlet and the outlet actually come with adapters, so you can run the stock charge pipe and the stock inlet pipe. Then around here to the back on the hot side of the turbo, you can see that on the manifold flange there's two holes here, not just one. This is called a twin scroll design, and simply put, it helps spool up a larger turbo faster when you have a smaller engine. See, a smaller displacement motor like an EcoBoost would have a tough time getting a really big turbo spinning because smaller motor equals less air output. Now less air output means it takes longer to build boost, which means turbo lag, and nobody likes crazy turbo lag. Ideally, you want peak boost to be achieved in the low RPM range for the most fun, so a twin scroll turbo is a great way to get turbo spooling faster and building boost sooner on an EcoBoost application. Altogether, it makes a great fit for your car as a drop-in upgrade, and with some supporting mods, you can hit the 500 horsepower plus mark with this guy. Now, just to hit that number, you're going to need a proper tune, and I strongly suggest grabbing an upgraded blow-off valve and a big front mount intercooler, as well as a free-flowing exhaust if you don't already have one. Now, one more thing to note is that this turbo has an internal wastegate right here on the hot side. Not that the wastegate and the wastegate actuator on this guy isn't good enough to use, but if you're going for huge power, I would always recommend throwing on an upgraded wastegate actuator if you're planning on running big boost on your car. Now that wastegate really is the bit in the horse's mouth in terms of boost control, and very high boost when you don't want it can be seriously detrimental to your motor. There are a few different options for upgraded wastegate actuators on our site as well if you feel like you'd like to cover that base. But it's definitely not necessary, especially if you're running a mild tune and a mild boost pressure. As far as construction goes, the biggest game changer is that this turbo has an investment cast HK30 stainless exhaust housing that's been ported to fit a huge 11-blade full billet compressor wheel. That means rather than increasing the housing size, it's just opened wider, which is where that OEM fitment comes from. Now everything here is really nice quality. All the hardware and the gaskets are all included. Like I said, it's designed to drop in. Now overall, I think it's a really impressive unit, and the icing on the cake is that it comes with a 1-year warranty as well. So this turbo upgrade costs around $2,200, and I actually think that's a great price when you consider that this just drops right in. Now let me tell you firsthand, most turbo stuff is not even remotely drop-in, and the legwork that you have to do to get the setup running right is almost not worth the hassle in the end. Now luckily that's not the case here, and if you're looking to get some more boost, I really do think that this is the way to go, especially at this price point. You're looking at an install difficulty of 2 out of 3 wrenches and about 3 hours for the install time. Now this is one of those installs that isn't particularly difficult, but it would really be best in the hands of a professional or a very experienced mechanic. Now the install is straightforward, but there's a lot of things that could get messed up beyond repair in the hands of inexperience. Luckily, that install time is low, so if you're going to take it to a professional, shop labor will be pretty affordable. That was full race precision bolt-on turbo upgrade fitting the 2015 and newer Mustang EcoBoost. For all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.